So we asked E-Day this, and I still don't believe it, but you look now and you see 600 being so different, right? How do you see it? How do you see it now? Do you see do you see that LA was just the heart, and just like now it's just broken apart, and people are trying to
it's broken apart. Like, I didn't know these boys like that before Leonard passed away. I didn't know them. You know, he didn't really want his family to interact with his friends.
Okay.
So I didn't know them, but just from me seeing them when he first passed away and how everybody was together and all of that, and now it's all just like fell apart, broke apart. They dead, they in jail, and they just not the other ones that's still out here. They just not together. It's messed up. Yeah. And I think they probably could have been something bigger if they all just stayed together and try to just work it out and not have so much stuff going on the internet. Just kept it within a circle, whatever they had going on, and not make it big and put it out there for everybody to be the judge of whatever they got going on. I feel like they should have kept their business to themselves.
Yeah. How do you think, with the beef going on right now between all the boys, like, Breezy and them, how do you think Leonard is feeling? How do you think, like, looking down, how do you think Leonard is feeling right now?
People ask me that all the time, and I don't know. I don't know. People ask me, you think Leonard would have been all right with this person doing this, or you think Leonard? I don't know what Leonard would have thought. Yeah. I don't know. I really can't.
I mean, he must not be happy.
I don't know. I don't think that. I don't think. But I think if Leonard would have been here, a lot of this stuff wouldn't have transpired anyway from the beginning.
Yeah. Sure.
So, Yeah.
So, obviously, what about the money? What about the money from the music he released? Because he has fans that are worldwide. He has support that's worldwide. I'm sure his music must have sold a lot. Where is that?
I don't know where it is. I never seen a penny of any money from anything.
Have you ever asked or hired a legal team or anything like that to see?
When Leonard first passed away, I asked somebody well, do you think I should get a lawyer, or do you think I should do this? Everybody was telling me, well, no, you don't have to do that because he wasn't signed to no label, so it's really nothing for you to collect and this and that. But then as time go on and go past, I'm hearing so many different stories about.
Wait, they told you there was no money for you?
They told me that he wasn't signed to a label, so where would any money come from? I didn't know that you get money off of YouTube, or I didn't know nothing about the iTunes. I didn't know nothing about none of that stuff. And then nobody tried to tell me or try to help me. I just started investigating on my own after people start talking about it. But I've never seen anything. Everything I have is mine, what I came up with on my own. I haven't seen no money from nothing that have to do with L'A Capone music. Period.
Okay. Is there any unreleased music that you have that we haven't heard, or that stuff like that?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't even think I ever wanna release anything else ever. If I do, or if I don't have any, music, because it just been too much BS with the music. This made me don't even like the music industry. It's too cutthroat, and everybody is out for themselves and trying to get what they can from. It's bad. It's terrible.
Yeah. I think that would really shake the internet up, though. Like, the fans would really go.
Yeah, they would go
berserk. I mean, I can imagine the numbers just being.
Yeah.
Astronomical.
That's just like, the the one song that I put on iTunes, Work, because it had never been. That was like, and it did good on iTunes. But all the rest, anything that's on iTunes that people paying for, I'm not getting any of the money off of it. So if that's what people thinking, they thinking wrong. I have not got anything off of any music.
Okay, so you really don't have a relationship with too much of the guys except for Tay, and you said you do talk to Breezy a little bit, Just Blow, all them.
Yeah, Booka called me from time to time, and check on me or whatever, but I don't really.
What about Young Famous? Because I know that that was where he recorded his last. But that wasn't the studio he was killed at. That was
no.
Because from what I heard, he was at that studio. He was supposed to go back to that studio the next day, but then
actually
decided to go to another studio.
The studio where he got killed at, I don't know what was going on at that studio, but he went there with my brother. My brother turned him on to that studio, and then the guy, whoever owned it, he told my brother that he didn't want LA coming there. He didn't want him coming there while there was other people in there recording. He wanted him to only come there to record when he alone.
May I ask what?
That's what I don't know why.
Oh.
But my brother said that LA had been calling the guy trying to get an appointment at the studio. He hadn't been answering for weeks. Then all of a sudden this day you decide you want to let him come to the studio and record, and there's somebody else in there, like.
And then this happened.
Yeah, exactly.
So for weeks he didn't pick up.
No.
Then he picked up. Yeah. And then this night that happened.
Yeah. Yep.
And they were never able to like connect this guy to that or anything like that.
No, they just he just.
But I mean, I'm sure that's had to have crossed your mind.
Of course it did. Of course it did.
So is it ever weird that that's the last song he recorded, like, Brothers? Yeah.
And when I first heard it, I just.
What did it make you feel? I really want to know. What did it make you feel?
It's just like when it first came on and the first words that he said, it just made me just bust out crying. Like I just like, oh my God, he's singing this, and this is him. It's this is him. It shook me to the core. Like it made me cry like really bad. I wailed, and I don't hardly cry.
He recorded at Young Famous's studio, and then I heard that he had told Young Famous put Dirk or send it to Dirk.
Right.
So how did Rondo get on it? I think
because after he passed away, I asked them to finish it because it wasn't it was just only his part.
Okay.
So I reached out. I asked Rondo to finish it. I wanted like a couple of them to finish it, not just Dirk and Rondo. I wanted it to be like a.
Yeah, that would have been nice if like Tay,
I want
everybody, like 600 type thing.
I wanted it to be like bigger.
That would have been so dope.
Yeah, that's what I
brothers, everybody. That would have been really cool.
That's the thought that I had in my mind about it. But Rondo, it was just end up only being him and Dirk. But that's what I wanted. I wanted it to be bigger, like self-destruction, like one of them type of tribute kind of songs. I thought that would have been cool.
That would have been really cool.
But it just ended up being them. It still turned out nice, but it would have been.
I saw the video in the live of you guys jamming it. I like the song. I really like the song.
Yeah.
I really like, listening to it when I'm around the guys that I consider, my brothers. Yeah, we like to listen to it. Mm-hmm. So,